Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at this vintage Wurlitzer cassette player that my buddy Eric found for me at a thrift store. Now, it doesn't have any of the tapes that go with it, and it doesn't take any standard size at all that you'll be able to buy. They've been out of production forever, so we need to figure out another way to get this to play music, assuming it works at all. Alright, I was able to find a few of these on eBay, and they're kind of expensive actually. You can get one that works with maybe one tape for around 80 bucks. But what I found fascinating is it's an actual metal case on the sides. It looks like it's supposed to light up. There's actually cloth in here behind the speaker. It's really nicely made. Overall, it seems to be in good shape, except there's a dent in the side, and obviously there's no tape, and there's a piece of molding missing. But I really don't see too much other damage. I did notice that there is a coin slot. There's a place to recover your coins, and a battery compartment, which is completely destroyed. The ones on the bottom have actually turned blue, and there's one on top that is actually black and will fall apart if I touch it. So I'm going to try to just get rid of the battery compartment altogether and probably just put in a JST connector and use one of these homemade battery packs that I made in a previous video, because it will fit right up inside there. So, and my ultimate goal is to put an auxiliary cord coming out of it somewhere, if possible. If I can hack into the tape head, the reader head, and somehow hook up a cord to it. Now, my neighbors gave me this the other day because they know my truck is completely stock and doesn't have a tape player, CD player, anything. So they, I guess, thought I would like a FM transmitter. But I'm going to use the cord, so thanks if y'all are watching. I'm going to use the cord. I actually had one of these in my truck one time, and I found myself fiddling with it too much, so I got rid of it. I mean, I got rid of it the day I bought it. It was just too much distraction. So, let's go ahead and take this thing apart. There's something rattling around inside, so I'm a little concerned about that. But for now, I'm just focusing on, can we get any life out of this thing? Alright. Pump the screws out first. Okay. I will set them up here in this corner. Then it looks like the metal shell will come off. That's so cool. That is real, genuine imitation wood grain. That's really cool. Now we can set it up. Oh. And it wants to fall apart, of course. Alright, first off the bat, I noticed that some of the lights have fallen down and the bulbs are loose. So, start by screwing those back in, putting them back inside. And since we know the battery compartment's no good, I'm going to add the JST connector now. I'll wait for the soldering iron to heat up. I can take my wire strippers, strip off a little bit of material off the shielding, give them a twist so I don't make a mess. Now, I happen to know that these JST connectors are wired backwards from the factory. They came from China, so what do you expect? So the red wire on the battery turns into black. So I'll need to be mindful of that when I wire it into the unit. Right off the bat, I see there's a micro switch right here, right off the tape compartment. So when I'm able to hook power to it, if I bridge this, it looks like everything should turn on. Alright, and because I doubt the battery box's capability of conducting electricity, I'm just going to solder directly to the wires going into the circuit board. Making sure to solder them backwards because the JST connectors are kind of a piece of crap. So, now I will hook power, and so far nothing seems to happen, but if I trip this micro switch at the tape compartment, ooh, hang on, got a little bit of smoke out of it too. All the lights start working, that's cool. And it seems that the motor's turning, but the types of tapes that this takes doesn't have a revolving head on it. So let's open up the door. I'll trip the micro switch from in here. Ha! The record spins inside. Let's see if I can get a shot of that. That's so cool. I wish I had a little armature that went across it, but I can make one of those. Let's see how the lights look. The lights are kind of cheesy, but I guess I can live with that. I might change them out to some LED strips so the whole side lights up or something. Not bad. So, now we just need to figure out how to get sound to come out of the unit itself without just wiring directly to the speaker, because I do want everything to turn on and kind of interact as if sound was coming out. So, if I take an alligator clip, I can bridge this switch. I'll add an external switch later, or I might make something to just go in the tape compartment to just hold it, hold the switch back. Now I can take my auxiliary cable. We can plug it into something that has music on it, like this PlayStation Portable. Sounds like my neighbors are coming home. So I need to trip the micro switch to get the whole system running. And then right here on the back of the tape reader, these two contacts I'm going to bridge with the two contacts on the end of our aux cable and see what we get. Hey! Let's crank that up. I don't think that's working so good. But it's a result anyway. So as much as this pains me to do this, we're going to cut the end off, and I'm going to use it to basically test probe this reader head. So we have a red and a white wire followed by just a bare copper wire. So hopefully this won't be too hard. Alright. I will take the bare copper wire and I will set it off all by itself. Then we have the two main wires that I want to test. Okay. So if we come up here and we just touch it, we should get something, right? Is that a backward signal? Hey, that's working. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of solder on these and see if maybe this might work. That motor noise is really annoying though, so I may just make it where I can turn that off. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the reader head. Thinking maybe the magnet is interrupting the sound. Okay. Man, that was annoying. Alright. So if we hook up red, okay, so we don't want the red wire, we want the bare copper wire. So I will do that. Hook up white to yellow. That's so weird. Alright, I'm going to get this thing put back together and we'll have a look at the final product. Alright guys, here's the final product. I have the auxiliary cord where I can actually have it hanging out of one of the stowage compartments underneath, or I can open it up and pop it in here so it's out of the way. Now, to turn this on, you open it up, and where the tape reader used to be, you flip the switch on, which gets all the lights going around the perimeter. This thing's pretty cool, and it just runs on a homemade battery pack I made for an RC car. Alright guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, stay tuned for more as always, and I'll see you guys next time.